In this video demonstration, we use a number of overlooked features in Wilcom EmbroideryStudio to quickly create an eye-catching pattern design. Here we take a few simple design elements and with the mirror merge tools, manipulate them to create a vibrant 3D pillow cover. For better definition, we use EmbroideryStudio's raised satin feature. This really makes the design lift off the fabric. It's not quite 3D raised embroidery, but it's much simpler than handling foam. Bear in mind, though, that stitch count is higher than standard satin. First, we take some specially prepared artwork to use as a template for our repeating pattern. Import the graphic and size it appropriately. The entire design is made up of a few repeating elements. We'll build these piece by piece into the base design you see here. The design is made up of a few simple repeating elements. We start by digitizing these. Here we use the versatile spiral fill in combination with ellipse to create the central swirling motif. Next, we turn our attention to the simple triangular motifs used to punctuate the spokes of the wheels. Using the Run tool, we digitize the triangles and manual connectors to avoid trims. Next, we look at the spokes. Using column C, we digitize the first spoke, increasing thickness to 4 mm. Here we use raised satin to create depth and texture. We set the raise value to 5 for extra lift. Note the clever technique used to create the join. We then digitize the raise before turning back to the center via the spoke. By adding the small join piece at the base, we create the impression that the return spoke was stitched before rather than after the raise. Once all elements are complete, select all and apply closest join. Run the stitch player to make sure it stitches out efficiently. Now, using the magical mirror merge function, we take our digitized elements and quickly turn them into a perfectly symmetrical pattern. With the wreath function, it's simple to simultaneously mirror and rotate duplicates into position. Again, using column C, we cap off the spokes by adding the wheel hub. Having created the wheel, we can now complete the base design. Selecting elements from the wheel, duplicate and move into position. Resequence objects as necessary for efficient stitch out. Again, check the stitching sequence with the stitch player. Now comes the fun part. Having created our base design, we can repeat it across the screen as per the artwork. The final design size, and hence number of repeats, is only limited by your hoop size. Here we employ a non-standard hoop to accommodate our large pattern design. We use the mirror merge array tool to simultaneously duplicate in both directions. This creates a single design automatically resequenced for optimal production. Set the number of columns and rows to fit the hoop. Then right-click to confirm. Again, check the object sequence. Adjust as necessary. Now we can load the design into the machine for production testing. Notice how the raised satin gives body and stability to the stitch out. And there we have it, a pattern design fashioned from very simple elements into a vibrant, eye-catching cushion cover.